Hey everyone, it's me, Vinny, Lospinuso, back with another video. And yes, I do know that the Panthers-Texans game will be going on at 8. I'll be watching it then, don't worry. But I had to stop and drop everything to do this vlog because, oh my god, this is massive news. Sorry if I'm laughing, it just feels so absurd. So as you know, I've been following the Sonic movie since it was announced back in 2014, and I had a great time knowing everything. It was a dream come true. So obviously the question is, will there ever be a Mario movie? Well, there was one like 30 years ago with Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo, but it was terrible. It was one of the worst. It was a terrible movie, but it did have some interesting stuff in it though. But this has been in development for a while. Nintendo teamed up with Universal Studios and Illumination Animation to make an animated Mario movie. And they've been saying it's been trying to come out in 2022. Well, there was some worry if they could potentially push that back considering the COVID pandemic. But here it is. It's still going to come out in the holiday of 2022. And I'm still pretty interested because I do like Mario. After Sonic, it is my second favorite video game franchise. Mario is a massive, massive, iconic. He is the most famous video game character of all time. No one tops him. Easily the most famous and the greatest one ever. No one comes close. But you should have seen my face when I saw they released the voice cast. I mean, some are upset that Charles Martinet is not playing Mario, but I understand why completely. I have no issue with that. What I do have a lot of questions with is they chose Chris Pratt as Mario. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh, but it's just so absurd. It just makes me laugh. Chris Pratt's Mario. You could tell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm laughing. Looking at this cast, you could tell that they paid some really big names here because they are very big names for the most part. You could tell. Now, what do I think of Chris Pratt as Mario? I think it's an interesting choice, but granted, to be fair, I'm not really sure who would have been perfect as well. I think it's an interesting decision. Let's hope he pans out. I mean, Ben Schwartz was perfect for Sonic. He fit that character so well. But Chris Pratt as Mario, at least from the outside looking in, does not fit well at all with the character. It doesn't really scream Mario. It screams, I'm Illumination and I want to pay money for a movie. I wish him the best of luck, but Charlie Day as Luigi I think is actually a really good choice. I think he could play that very timid kind of role a little well. I'm a little bit more safe on that. Anya Taylor-Joy, I could see Princess Peach out of her. I could tell this just kind of feels like a paycheck thing. Keegan-Michael Kay as Toad. For some reason, this feels so weird. I feel like I can see it somehow. Like, it doesn't... It feels very off, but it feels like you're giving him money to do it. I hope they better put Toad in Smash. Jack Black playing Bowser. That's another big name. I could maybe see it. Jack Black, I think, is probably the best choice out of all these in terms of who to play as. And then you have surprisingly no one for Yoshi yet. Then you had Kevin Michael Richardson, they announced, would be playing Kamek. So Kamek's going to have a decent role in the film, which is pretty interesting. Kamek just did recently make it to the recent Mario Kart game, so it's kind of cool to have Kevin Michael Richardson there. He's a great actor. Sebastian Maniscalco, we've known for a while that he was going to play Foreman Spike. So, yeah, happy to see him return. And I like Maniscalco. I think he'll do well in this role. And Fred Armistena's Cranky Kong. Interesting. I can maybe see it. But obviously Seth Rogen's going to be Donkey Kong. So does that mean Donkey Kong is going to smoke a few doobies or do a bong or something like that? it just feels weird. You could tell these are very big names. You could tell that unlike the Sonic movie, which did have a smaller budget, you could tell they spent a lot of money on the cast. You could definitely tell they spent a lot of money on it. No question. There's no shame in that. I mean, Mario is the biggest gaming franchise in the world. I have no issues with that. But I'd say this kind of feels like you're paying a lot for the names, but not really much for the performance. And which like Marvel, they get the names and they fit very, very well. I just hope this fits the best because Mario is a hugely successful film. Granted, it's gonna make money regardless. It's Mario. Anything with Mario's name on is gonna sell like hotcakes. So this doesn't shock me in the slightest. And they're probably gonna announce a sequel afterwards because it made money. I just have a lot of concerns and a lot of questions, and I do hope for the best of luck, but it still feels like it feels like a literal shit post as opposed to an actual cast list. It just feels insane to me. It just feels like a fever dream, which is something. It feels something. But anyway, guys, please tell me, what are your thoughts about having Chris Pratt play Mario? It just feels stupid just saying it. Chris Pratt is playing Mario. Chris Pratt is playing Mario. That still does not feel right. Chris Pratt playing Mario. It just does not. It just does not work. It just does not feel right. It just does not. Charlie Day's Luigi kind of does. Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong, sort of. Jack Black's Bowser does. Some work, some don't. But either way, guys, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe, do all you can to support Zenny62 Media. As always, see you next, guys. Make sure you watch the game. I'm taking the Panthers to win this game. Peace out.